Welcome everybody. I'm delighted today to be joined by Lauren from Uinsure, who's taken some time to talk us through their new technology offering, which is all about changing the way advisors can talk about GI with their clients and quote and get their clients more involved. So Lauren, thank you for joining us.
Thanks,
So
Louise.
before we do anything, talk to us. What's it all about, Lauren? What have you been working on?
Okay, so we've launched new technology called UinsureCX a couple of weeks ago now. So what UinsureCX is the first platform in the UK that can track an individual's mortgage progress and deliver automated communications at key moments in a customer journey. So it's quite a mouthful. So in summary, we can take a lead from a CRM platform or from just even a spreadsheet of leads, and we can deliver communications at key moments such as application, offer, exchange, completion in the times that a customer needs to receive general insurance, and give them the choice to buy that insurance digitally in their own time at their own convenience. So what we've essentially done is intertwined insurance into the mortgage journey for the first time. And in my sort of 20 years of being in this industry, there's never been there's never been an integrated approach to general insurance. It's always sat quite disparately to the mortgage process. So we've brought that together, we've intertwined it into the mortgage journey, and we're seeing some really fantastic results, which we'll sort of talk about as well, hopefully a little bit later on.
Okay, so what was the key reasons you wanted to look at this, Lauren? What, when Uinsure got down and started looking at it, what was the key reasons, or what was you trying to overcome in the GI space?
Okay, so I'd say there's primarily two reasons, two behaviours that we're seeing in the market. One, an advisor behaviour. So traditionally, advisors have not been able to prioritise general insurance as much as they probably wanted to, against other priorities such as mortgages, protection, etc. And that means that insurance isn't offered consistently in the market. And we see from our data that 75% of advised mortgage customers will go outside of the intermediary market to buy their insurance. So there's a big challenge there, and that we need to solve. The second is that from a consumer lens, consumers over the past sort of 5 to 10 years particularly have become more comfortable buying insurance online in their own time at their convenience, and you've seen that in the rise of aggregators and how they're sort of dominating market share right now. So that's the problem we set out to solve. It's taken us a good 24 months to get to the place that we are today, and I guess if you could sort of summarize the proposition in a nutshell, what we want to do is put general insurance market share back in the hands of intermediaries.
Okay, brilliant. So I know we're going to go into a demo and you're going to put me on the spot and do a live one. But before we do that, what feedback have you had from firms that have been looking at this or launching it within their firms? What feedback have you had from a business perspective with our advisors?
Yep. So what I'd say is that, we didn't want to launch this proposition without it being proven from the outset. So we didn't want to come to market with something saying, hey, here's this whizzy bit of technology and let's see if it works. So as I said, we've been building the tech for, the best part of 2 years. But over the last 12 months, we've been in a sort of beta phase where we've got a number of sort of directly authorised firms signed up to use the proposition. And as a result of that, we now have over 90,000 customers in this UinsureCX journey. What we've seen throughout that is a really big inclination, probably not unsurprisingly, of customers that have bought digitally. So over 60% of customers that buy through this proposition will buy digitally themselves in their own time using our D2C quote, buy and apply process. And I guess the sort of key takeaway there is that digital is important, and you know, us as a sort of manufacturer insurance technology business, it's really important for us to deliver these digital tools to intermediaries so that they compete in the way that customers want to buy general insurance today.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So should we go through the process then?
Yeah, let's do it. Right, so you've got my QR code I sent you in advance.
Yeah, so I'm going to scan it. Okay.
Scan that. I've sent you a date of birth as well. If you enter that, and I'll just explain what's happening. So when you're progressing a mortgage for a client, we will trigger communications at key milestones. So in this example, I've sent Louise a QR code. So this would be sent via letter as an example to a customer in the post. They'd see their quote, they'd scan the QR code. And what we've done is we've used the data within your CRM platform, name, date of birth, and address, to generate a binding quote to that customer. So it's personalized that QR code to individual customers. So you've scanned that now. Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. So I've scanned it, just popped a date of birth in, and then straight away I've got the first screen.
Yeah, so that's your, pretend your name's Cameron in this instance. But that is your binding buildings and contents quote. And now, as a consumer of this app, you can now scroll down and add any additional cover options, check that the information is correct, and then proceed to buy the policy, add in your bank details, start date, and buy that in your own time.
Okay, brilliant. I mean, from an app perspective, from a client, even if you're a first time buyer, this is very clear. You can change the excesses. You've got details of what covers highlighted in here. So it's a very slick, easy process.
Yeah. So it's part of that communication journey. So we've got over 450 variations of content, depending on the type of buyer you are. So, I mean, you mentioned first time buyer there. So a lot of first time buyers really won't be aware of the need for insurance around their mortgage. So this is a way that we can communicate and helpfully sort of inform and educate consumers around the need for insurance, and to be able to sort of really specifically in a digital way sort of helpfully show them what to do, what different levels of cover mean, what the different features and benefits mean, and provide that education that a lot of first-time buyers need. So we segment our customer journeys based on different types of buyers, whether they're home movers, remortgaging, new builds, buy-to-let, residential. It's a really sort of sophisticated communications platform that's delivering these communications to your clients.
Okay, brilliant. So we know this year there's going to be a lot more PTs in the market, a lot more remortgages. Do you see this is a way for advisors to ensure that they do get those review those quotes for their clients when they may not have actually done any quotes previously?
Massively. So I think the biggest thing is that if I don't think I've ever spoke to any firm in the market in my sort of career of general insurance, which spans across just 2 years at the moment, but I've never been in a room with a business principal that said that they could 100% say that they provide a general insurance quote to every single mortgage customer. So this allows you to do that. In fact, it automates that process for you. So there's a configuration that you set up once and then it runs indefinitely. So you can make sure that you can deliver insurance quotes consistently, regardless of the type of buyer, whether it's remortgage or purchase. And, that can only be a good thing.
That's great, Lauren. So if any of our TMA advisors or principals want to know a bit more about it, what are the next steps for them?
So you can access UinsureCX in lots of ways. I'd suggest speak to your TMA sales team or give the Uinsure BDM team a call as well. We'll set up a one-to-one session for you and understand exactly how we would operationalise UinsureCX in your business.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining me today. That was really useful and hopefully we'll speak soon.
Here's Louise. Thanks very much.